My name is Joanie, and I live in Cambridge, Minnesota. And in the summer of 2010, I received a pancreas transplant. My husband and I have been married for 32 years, and we have 2 children. We raised them on a lake in northern Minnesota. I've been an insulin-dependent diabetic for 19 years. Diabetes for me has been a disease that I've tried to turn into a gift, so to speak. And that is, I tried to show my children that whatever deck of cards you get, you play your best hand and you play it well. In order to manage my diabetes and stay healthy and not have low blood sugars that I couldn't take care of, I would check my blood sugar every 3 hours. There was one instance I remember with my daughter where I walked out into the kitchen where she was, and it was in the evening, and I couldn't talk to her. And she would ask me something and I couldn't answer her. And that's very humiliating and hard as a parent, to need your child to take care of you. In having multiple glucose unaware events, I went to my doctor and I asked if there was anything that I could do. I was checking my number and I was having increasing problems with it, and he said that now there are pancreas transplants available, and I was totally amazed that I might be able to have a new pancreas because mine wasn't working. I was on the transplant waiting list for almost about 6 months. I received a call at 10:30 at night, looked at the caller ID, and it was my surgeon. And I knew then what she was going to ask me, but I also knew what had happened to a family somewhere. She said the liver was placed, both kidneys most likely would be placed, the heart and the lungs, and they had a pancreas for me. One of the most memorable parts of the transplant was when I was talked to by all the different doctors, and they give you a slight medication where you kind of are sleepy, and usually that's all that you remember. But I woke up in the operating room, before the surgery, of course, and I heard some voices. And so I looked over, and here is my surgeon, and she's working opposite the other surgeon, an assistant surgeon, on a little table. And so I said, "Hey, Dr. Dunn, how you doing?" And she looks over at me and she says, "Hey, Joanie, you want to see your pancreas?" And I said, "Well, sure." And so she holds it up like a little baby. It was just amazing. I remember it as clear as I remember 2 seconds ago. It was pink, and I remember the shape. It had a little white stuff on it. I don't know if it was ice or not. And then I think the anesthesiologist thought that was probably enough, and I didn't remember anymore. After being insulin-dependent diabetic for 19 years, when I woke up from my pancreas transplant, I was now totally insulin-free. And now it is 20 months with my new little pancreas, and I haven't had a drop of insulin since. It's just amazing. It's life-changing. There probably isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about my donor. I have received a gift of a new organ, and I cannot express my gratitude enough to the family. My name is Joanie, and I am hope.